Good morning. Today is the 9th of March 2022. We warmly welcome you to the Wednesday English Radio Kingswood podcast organized by the English Literary Association along with the Kingswood Media Network. After a long vacation, we come to you this morning to refresh your knowledge and start a meaningful day. Before starting the radio, we would like to remind you about the COVID-19 virus pandemic. You all already know that its latest variant, Omicron, is spreading rapidly throughout the world. Many people in Sri Lanka have been affected by this variant as well. Therefore, it is our duty to follow health precautions and to make ourselves and everyone safe.
Before moving on to the next proceedings, we would like to talk about the Russia-Ukraine war. For today, a period of about 2 weeks has been spent for this war condition. Here is a brief story about the background of the Russia-Ukraine war. Did you know there was a time when Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, was more powerful than Moscow? There was also a time when Ukraine and America were adversaries. And today we hope to explore these topics and try to get a conclusion on why Vladimir Putin is obsessed with Ukraine.
This story begins in 9th century in a state known as Kievan Rus, which land is known with the land of both Russia and Ukraine. And this state, of which the capital was named Kyiv, was ruled by the Grand Prince Volodymyr. In Russian, the name is pronounced Vladimir and Ukrainian Volodymyr. And as fate would have it, these are the names of the current presidents of both Russia and Ukraine. Although this state is from what both Russians and Ukrainians draw their lineage from. For most of history, Ukraine was under Russian rule. In the 90s, Russia and Ukraine were respectively the most powerful and second most powerful in the Soviet Union, which crumbled in 1991, with both countries gaining independence.
Even though Ukraine gained majority of Russian arsenal, they gave it up in 1994 in exchange for the Russian promising to protect Ukraine and respect its sovereignty, which signed the Budapest Agreement along with Belarus, Kazakhstan, United Kingdom and the United States. And this settled all the issues and difficulties the two countries would face in the future. Both countries had gained independence. Russia boasted one of the world's largest militaries and Ukraine was under their protection. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today for this segment. Tune in next week for the continuation of the story. Now, let's move on to today's proceedings.
एक वेला रोक वेला सम अभिबवा एकले सोयुरान से लंगेला
पिटिए दस कम बिस कम बला गयमु जयगी एक हित बेला कहना हद गस मेरित मय Kingswood जय उदेना राजय सिंह तेज सिंह कहना हजवत
අද ගැටෙනවා
විරුවන් අභිමන්දාඩිය හෙලා එක මුතුකම් පිටියෙහි විසිරෙනා ගැහෙනා අද ගැසින් මේරිත්මය Kingswood යයි රැවුදෙනා ධර්ම රාජයෙන් සිංහ තේජසින් ගැහෙනා හදවත් යාවෙනා
පිච්චක ලේස්ති නම් අපි මෙච්චකට ලේස්ති
Dear friends, we already know that March has been a month in which the whole of Sri Lanka, where the big match fever comes to our hearts. So the hearts of the Kingswood gentlemen, as well our brothers of Dharmaraj College, have been caught by the big match fever already. We the Kingswood family, as well as the Dharmaraj family, are looking forward eagerly for the 114 Battle of the Maroons. What do you know about the Battle of Maroons? Here is a brief description about the Battle of Maroons.
The Dharmaraja Kingswood cricket encounter is a cricket match between two government-run national schools in Kandy, Kingswood College and Dharmaraja College. It is the oldest cricket match series in the Central Province and second oldest in Sri Lanka, having been played for 113 years. It is also known as the Battle of the Maroons. The first match was played in 1893 with the Dharmaraja College team captained by the great educationist, later Sir Don Berenjaya Tilaka, who was the principal of Dharmaraja at that time. The Kingswood team was captained by A.E. Spencer. It was played at the Bogambara Stadium, which is no longer a cricket venue. That match and some others that followed were not exclusively schoolboy matches, as they included a few members of the staff from each school. The first all-school boy big match was played in 1899 with J.C. Demel captaining Dharmaraja and T.B. Marshall leading Kingswood. It was played at the Askiri International Cricket Stadium until 2010. Since 2011, it has been played at Pallekele International Cricket Stadium.
Since the beginning, Dharmaraja College has won 33 battles of the Maroons. Similarly, Kingswood College has won 19 matches. 57 matches had ended with a draw. Now, we are ready to bring you some highlighting moments from the history of the Battle of the Maroons. In 1943, the first century in the series was scored by R.L. Arthur Alvis of Dharmaraja College. The Rajan skipper, T.B. Talwatha, was deprived of this honour as he was injured by the Kingswood pace bowler M.T. Jayman, and Talwatha had to leave the field temporarily during the match, which Arthur completed his century. Later, Talwatha too completed his century, M.T. Jayman took 5 wickets for 90 runs for Kingswood, and the match was won by the Rajans by an innings of 152 runs. J.P. Jayasena captained the Kingswood College team.
In 1958, Chandra De Silva scored 158 runs for Dharmaraja in this match played at Randalls Hill. Asoka Pereira scored 148 runs for Kingswood. The match ended in a draw. De Silva's 158 was the highest individual score in the series to that date. In 1958, Kingswoodians defeated Rajans by 10 wickets. In this match, Kingswood was captained by C.M. Fernando, who was selected the Schoolboy Cricketer of the Year. Dharmaraja was captained by D.D.T. Alvis. The Kingswood opening pair, considered the best among schools, was Morris Fernando and Hurley Jayasuriya. They put on an unbroken stand of 102 runs in the second innings, enabling Kingswood to win. Hurley scored a brisk 50 while Morris scored 43 runs.
In 1967, the Kingswood skipper Mr. Jayathinka, batting well with Mohan Konitwaku, declared the innings still short of 9 runs of a century, which would have earned him the distinction of scoring consecutive centuries, having scored an unbeaten 100 in the 1966 match. Another feature of this match was the bowling of the left-arm spinner Sena Abegunratne, who took 8 wickets for 39 runs in the Dharmaraja first innings of 143 runs. In 1983, Sena Kadsanayaka of Dharmaraj College scored a double century, which is the only double century in the series, which stands as the highest individual score for the series. The first school cricket match played at the Pallekele International Cricket Stadium was the 105th Battle of the Maroons, which was played in 2011. Dharmaraj College won by 7 wickets under the captaincy of Hemal Munavira, putting an end to the 30 years of drought.
After such a brief recollection of some special highlights of the Battle of the Maroons in the past, we are ready to bring you the information about the 114th Battle of the Maroons. The 144th Battle of the Maroons is about to be held on 11th and 12th of March at Palakkale International Cricket Stadium. Unfortunately, this year the cricket fans are not allowed to watch the Kingswood Dharmaraja cricket encounter due to the prevailing pandemic situation. So now we are ready to let you know about how you can watch the Kingswood Dharmaraja cricket encounter. During the past 2 years, 2020 and 2021, the Battle of the Maroons was not held due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation. We mentioned at the beginning of the program that we would not have the opportunity to come to the stadium and see the live status of the match. However, the Kingswood Dharmaraja media and photographic combination is ready to bring the series to you.
में आप सोयुरान रजबुए सिंहनादय तेनु भीति हरबे उडरट आप तेनुए मैं गीत नादे राज डले लदे आप समनत वन्ने भीति करमते भीति रंगदे जय को समझी रन्ने ओ ओ ओ
Kingswood Dharmaraja Media and Photography combination is ready to update the complete match live on TV Kingswood YouTube channel. Also, the official Facebook page of the Kingswood Photography Club is ready to update the match live continuously. So with these technological facilities, you will be able to catch the experience of the whole series. Dear friends, now we have approached the end of our program today. It is our time to say goodbye to you who have shared knowledge, information and attitudes with us so far. We are Pasindu Rannasiri, Ajmal Amsa, Buddhika Tilakaranna, Sajid Ausmand, පියුම්ජිත් ඉහළ කොඩිප්පිලි මිනිදු පිටිදුව ප්‍රශාන්ත එන්නකෝන් යංගන විජේරන්න සඳකේ දුලංජන මෙසිත් කුඩාගම ඉශිකදි සිල්වා and තෙවිනු රන්නායක. Script writing පසින්දු රන්නසිරි. Technical support යසන්ජිත් බණ්ඩාර. Now we are going to wind up with the hope of meeting you with the dawn of another early Wednesday morning. We wish you all a healthy and successful time until we meet again. We are Radio Kingswood. Thank you.
ජය සීමාවේ විස්ගම්පානා සිංහපුතුන් කැල දෙවනක් කර හදවතරාවේ තෝලනයක් කඳුකර සිසාරා විඳගත් නුඩරට අභිමානේ දම් රද කිංසුඩ් සොයුරුකම් මැද හඬනගියන් ජය ഘോഷාවේ නීල සුලෝහිත වර්ණ මතින් නදී ජය කිරුණු හිසින් දෙවී ධර්මරාජ තේජසරි දුලවනා වසරක අභිමානය තන ගුරුකුල දෙක ඉතිහාසයේ නම දිනු ධර්මරාජ කිංසුඩ් මෑන් එක දරුවන් මුළු මිහි තලයට පන පෙවූ තුන්හෙළයේ සිංහනද ഘോഷ රණකාමි පුතුන් විශ්කම්පානා දජසක්වල කිරුළු පළදිනා සුල්ලෝහිතයන් උර උර ගැටෙනා එකම වකගේ දරුවන් පුතනා වාස් තලයම කයනත නගනා ඉතිහාසයේ රණකුරේ ලියන ජයග්‍රහණය සෞදිය පුරන අභිෂේක තරණ ගුවනම රොද බඳින ඇත් පවුරු පිටින් විදුමැණි රකින වීර පුතුන් මහනුවර නම දින දළදා සමිඳුනියා පෙවුම් රැක දෙන්න පනගහෙන පොළොව මතින් ඉතිහාසය අලිලිය වෙන නොමලියන මිතුරු දමින් අභිමන් පිටියට පිවිසෙන දජලෙලෙන අහස උසින් ජයටැඹ සිහි ගන්වාගෙන මත ගැටෙන නෙතට නිතින් අරමුණු දිරිගන්වාගෙන Nila Sulahi